Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Friday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, we're seeing a lovely weekend ahead. Temperatures finally starting to relax a little bit from these unseasonably warm temperatures we're seeing, although I don't want to get your hopes up. It is still going to be significantly above average. Still waiting on that sun to rise on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, but we are expecting a beautiful, clear, sunshiny day here, just as it has been for the last several days. That sun fully expected to rise at almost exactly 7:30 today, and then we're seeing that sunset later and later as we head throughout the month. By the time we're ending January, we'll be seeing 5:34 and Valentine's Day rolling around just 10 minutes till 6 for that sunset. Seeing a lot of additional daylight here around the region. Warm and dry conditions, of course, the name of the game right now. Going to be cooling off a little bit as tomorrow we're expected to see those mid to low 40s, but today sits in those mid 40s. At least we're getting a little bit further away from the 50s. We got some hopeful relief coming though at the end of next week. Though nothing really expected for the next 7 days. We're waking up to 26 degrees in Grand Junction, low 20s for Montrose. Then you got Nucla and Paonia in the mid to upper 20s, Glade Park in the mid 30s, Delta seeing 17 degrees right now. We are very much so all over the place at this point in time. Now, when you take the humidity into account, it starts to make a little bit more sense because we've got a pretty big disparity when it comes to humidity. Of course, Delta always seems to be a little bit more moist in the mornings, 81% over there, where you got Glade Park seeing 31%. However, Moab, shockingly, 96% at this point in the morning. Now for that classroom forecast, that first bell is ringing at 25 degrees. Seeing some sunny skies as we head into the afternoon. Maybe a little bit of additional cloud coverage pushing in, but high pressure has been dominating the region for the last couple of days, and it's going to continue to do that over the weekend. It's not really expected to move too much until the end of next week. We'll be seeing a nice gradual increase in temperature, though, as a result. No real weather anomalies expected, peaking in the mid 40s. That starts around 2 to 3 p.m. and continues on for the rest of the afternoon. Although you could expect mostly sunny skies for a majority of the day. Getting out of that freezing range a little bit later in the day, though, because last night was a little chilly. We'll be seeing mid 20s a little bit later today as well. Temperatures, as far as the record is concerned, we are getting further away from that, at least about 10 degrees so, but nowhere near those negatives. We're starting to see the records for those lows get warmer and warmer, basically getting out of the negatives at this point in time, but we're still hanging on to that slowly but surely. But we will be seeing over the course of the next 5 days very consistent temperatures. That's what that high pressure has been doing, folks. It's been pushing away a lot of that moisture, although as a polar jet stream kind of cuts through the region, we'll be seeing some lovelier conditions, to be sure. Overnight lows hanging out anywhere from the low to mid 20s, and then the highs of the day, with the notable exception of tomorrow, as like I mentioned, that jet stream pushes in, we'll be kind of seeing close to 50. For that Cozy Cat forecast, we got the Spice Girls who have been hanging out with us all week long. Rosemary and Basil here. And folks, it is a little bit cozier tomorrow at least, but we got some lovely conditions today. Mid-20s for 7 a.m. Still staying below freezing by 9 a.m. And then we start to warm up from there. Seeing a little bit more of a breeze though today. And you want to talk about breezes. The Front Range is seeing some very insane conditions right now. We do have a little bit of that wind chill happening concentrated around North Dakota, but it's starting to push a little bit into northeast Colorado, which is really going to help that fire weather watch. Tomorrow it starts to extend even further down. We could be seeing some areas around those Dakotas and western Minnesota seeing 20 below with that wind chill. Now, over the course of the next several days, we'll be seeing those mid 40s today, a little cooler tomorrow. And then it's just business as usual, folks. About 10 to 15 degrees above the seasonal averages, near 50. And then we're seeing those overnight lows in the mid to low 20s for the foreseeable future. Montrose, slightly cooler, 17 degrees tonight. That's always a welcome change. Low 40s, and hey, Saturday even seeing a hint of the 30s for the highs. It's going to be a nice weekend ahead.